Hello students, myself Om Prakash Khatte and today we are discussing class 9th chapter number 15 improvement in the food production and topic for discussion is crop protection management. Crop protection management. Students already in food resources chapter there are the 3 steps for the production of the crops, and one is variety improvement which we have discussed. Second part is the nutrients management, where different type of nutrients are given for the production of the crop, and third part is now the crop protection management. It is observed that lots quantity of the food grains get deteriorated, get damaged, and this is damage take place due to the insect, due to the abiotic and biotic factor. So what are the criteria and strategies for the protection of the crop, and that is called crop protection management practices. So in crop protection management, 3 important things, methods are there. One of the method to protect our crop is that the weed control. For the crop protection, first methods of the crop protection is weed control. Second method, control of the insect. And third method is disease control. So these are the 3 methods for the crop protection. Students, what are weeds? In lower classes we have learned. Unnecessary plants or unwanted plants grows along with the main crops. So these are called the weeds. So weeds are unwanted plants which grow along with cultivated crops. Suppose we are growing the paddy crop. So along with paddy crop, many grasses are grown. So the many grasses are their weeds. So wheat are unwanted plant which grow in cultivated crop. And we have some example. Gentium, which is called the gokru. Parthenium, motha, amaranthus, which is cholai. So these Gentium, Parthenium, motha and amaranthus, these are the some unwanted, unnecessary plants are grown along with the cultivated crop. Now these weeds, they compete with the main crop for food, space and light. These weeds are competing with the main crop for the food, space and light. Second, these weeds grow very rapidly. It's grow very fast as compared to the cultivated crop. So it's grow rapidly. Due to this growth, it reduces the crop growth. So actual crop growth is hindered. Actual growth of the crop is reduced, and some weeds, they release the poisonous substances, and it's maybe the toxic for the cultivated crop. So weeds, they compete with the main crop for the food, space and light. Weeds grow very fast and they have reduced the crop growth, main crop growth, and some weed release the poison. So the weeds are very harmful for the cultivation of the crop. These weeds are removed. This process of the removal of weed is called the weeding process. So in weeding process, the weeds are removed. There are other methods also. One method is mechanical method. Or it is also known as physical method. Through this method, the pulling of weeds takes place. If the weeds are removed by hand or by the khurpi, so this method is called mechanical method or physical method of the removal of weed. Second, sometimes chemicals are used to kill the weed. So they are called weedicides. Weedicide, these are the chemicals which are used to kill the weed. And third method is biological method. In such method, the weeds are removed by using some specific birds such as cochineal birds. are some specific insect which are feeding on the weed. So the specific birds or specific insect are used to removal of the weed. So these are the three methods for the removal of weed: mechanical method, chemical method, it means use of weedicide, and biological method, use of some specific insects and specific birds for the removal of weeds. Then second is insect control. Weeds control. After this, insect control. Students, the large number of insects, they are infecting the crops and they are reducing the production of the crop. So there is a need to control such insect because these are the insect pests. This insect pest, they harm to the plant by three ways. Number one, they cut the roots, stem and leaf. First one, the insect attack on the plant, and when they are attacking on the plant, they cut root, stem and leaf of the plant. Second, they suck the cell sap, the liquid part of the flower, liquid part of the leaf, liquid part of the stem is sucked by the insect. So suck cell sap. And third, the insect makes the holes in the stem and fruits. So bores into the stem and fruit. It means they are making the small holes in the stem and root. So by these three ways, the insect damage to the crop. First, cut the root, stem and leaf. They suck the cell sap and it's bored into stem and fruit. Such type, cut root and stem leaf, locust, grasshopper, caterpillar, they are feeding on the root, stem and leaf. Aphids and plant bugs, they feeds on the cell sap. And pod borer as well as the weevils, these are making the borer or holes in the root and stem and fruits. Another insect pests are controlled by the use of chemicals. So their chemicals is called insecticides. These are the chemicals are used to kill the insect. Malathion, chlorophyphos, dimethoate. So these are the some insecticides. But the more use of insecticides can harm to the crop also, can other soils also and other microbes also. So restricted use of insecticide is permitted. And next method is biological method. So insect pests are also controlled by the bird. Suppose cochineal bird, as I mentioned already. So these type of birds are controlling the insect. Third method is disease control method. Plants are suffering from number of diseases. That may be seed-borne diseases. So seed-borne diseases like the ergot of the bajra, leaf spot of the rice. These are the seed-borne disease. Soil-borne disease, tikka disease of the groundnut. Airborne disease, rust of the wheat. And waterborne disease, blight of it. So these are the nature of main cause of the disease. The disease are caused by the some pathogen. It may be bacterial pathogen, virus or fungal. So bacterial disease in plants, blight of bean, blight of rice, crown gall of the apple. These are the bacterial diseases. Viral disease like tobacco mosaic virus, cabbage mosaic virus, potato virus, they cause the disease to potato. And fungal diseases, rust of feet, smut of feet, downy mildew. So these are the some fungal diseases. Now all these three, weeds, insect and disease control, there are preventive measures. Some preventive measure we have to take the some preventive measure to control the such type of weeds, insect and disease. Preventive measure number one, proper seed bed preparation. So before sowing of the seeds, before sowing of grains in the field, proper preparation of the seed bed Proper timely sowing. Seeds have to be sown timely. Use of resistant variety. If we are using the resistant variety of the grains, resistant variety of the other crop, that will be resistant to all this one. Summer ploughing should be done. If once we are doing the summer ploughing, most of the wheat will be removed or killed, and to implement or use the cropping pattern. Crop rotation, multiple cropping, intercropping, such type pattern to be implemented can be used to remove and control of wheat insect and other diseases. Students, once grains harvesting is done, when grains are collected, and then it is the responsibility that the grain have to be stored in the one place, in the one container, and these containers are called the granary or godown. Now, this storage of grain, two type of factor are affecting the storage grain. One, biotic factor, it means living factor such as insect, fungus, bacteria, rodents, rat-like of animals are called rodent, and mites, it means small insect. So insect, fungus, bacteria, rodents, mites, these are the biotic components which are affecting the storage grains. Similarly, abiotic non-living factor, moisture, temperature, humidity, and type of container where we store the grain. These are the abiotic factor which are affecting the storage grains. Now, what type of effects are shown by these if the crops or storage grains are affected by abiotic and biotic factor? First, degradation in the quality. The quality of the storage grain is deteriorated. Loss in the weight. Their weight is lost because some borer, some insect, they make the hole in the grain and that lost the weight. Poor germinatability. Germination capacity of such grains become poor. Decoloration. Color of the fruit grain is changed, and such type of grains get the low marketing, low rate in the market, so low marketability. So these are the disadvantages if the storage grains are affected by the biotic and abiotic factor. Other preventive measure we have to take when we are storing in the granary or godown. So management of warehouses. We have to make very protective warehouses where we can store the grain. So management of warehouse. Second, before the storing, the seed have to be clean. So cleaning is very important, and proper drying of the grains. Cleaning and proper drying of grain. And last one is fumigation. These are some chemicals which are used to kill the insect, so insect cannot attack on the storage grain. So this is overall regarding the crop protection management. Thank you.